What's going on in WWE? Like, they just pressed the reset button on live TV. Like, title change hands, legends come back, and honestly, I think my brain is still buffering. So stick around, Froxers, because what you're about to see might just be the most important Raw of the entire year. Alright, Froxers, welcome back to the channel, you beautiful people. Let's just get straight into it. So tonight's Raw, wow, like just wow. I feel like I need to lie down after that one. It was one of those shows where you are texting your friends the entire time. It's like, bro, are you seeing this? And listen, if you are not enjoying this breakdown of the absolute chaos that was tonight's Monday Night Rocks, do me a solid favor, hit that like button. It really takes half a second. It's like giving your favorite bartender a good tip. You know, Froxers, it makes me wanna serve you even better content next time. And speaking of content, drop a comment. I read them all. Who was your MVP of the night? Like, who deserved an L? And let's get a whole conversation going down there. And you know what? YouTube algorithm loves when we chat, so help a brother out, okay? So enough yapping, let's stop pretending like we have the patience and let's just dive headfirst into the absolute roller coaster that was Monday Night Rocks. So here we go. Alright, Froxers, so let's talk about the opening segment of the Raw, because oh my gosh, it was a whole movie. A dramatic, chaotic, I can't believe they did that kind of movie, you know what I'm saying? So the show starts off right, no fancy intro, no fireworks, just Adam Pearce, our poor, overworked general manager, standing in the ring with a microphone, and he looks like a tired, like I had to deal with Brock Lesnar on a Monday Night Morning tired, you know what I'm saying? So he gets straight to it. He was like, alright, listen up, you guys. Seth Rollins is hurt. We all know he's not gonna be around for a while, and the crowd lets out the collective it was sad, okay? But then Adam Pearce drops a real bomb. He's like, and because of that, the WWE Championship is officially vacated. Let that sink in. The top title of Monday Night Rocks is gone. Just like it was heavier than Bronson Reed after a big meal. The whole arena went silent and you could feel the shock. But before Pearce can even finish the explaining whatever happens next, whoosh! The arena lights cut out, it goes pitch black, and the creepy electronic voice starts whispering, We are the Vision. Dude, I got chills. Out comes Braun Breaker looking like he just ran through a brick wall and jotted it. Alright, behind him, the wise man himself, Paul Heyman in a suit so sharp, it could probably cut diamonds. And Heyman, oh man, Heyman gets on the mic and he starts just absolutely cooking Seth Rollins. I mean, he was throwing a verbal grenades. He's like, Seth, you call yourself a visionary? Your vision is 20 of 200 and you're a broken down mess. You're a liability. He was humiliating him. It was so brutal. But you couldn't look away. It was like a car crash in slow motion, but the cars were made of pure savage insults. You know what I'm saying, guys? And then he explains why the Vision turned on Seth Rollins last week. He says it was simple. Seth Rollins was weak, he was damaged goods, and the Vision only surrounds itself with strength. So they had to surgically remove the weak link, which is, in wrestling terms, means they beat him up with a steel chair. It was a cold, man. So cold. So Heyman standing there smiling, and he basically says the WWE Championship now belongs to the Vision, like it's their property, which was kind of funny. And this is where it gets good. So afterward, Adam Pearce is not having it. He's like, absolutely not. You don't just get a title because you think you still deserve it. And then Braun Breaker stepped right up to the Pearce face. Dude, the tension was thicker than a ball of oatmeal. You know what I'm saying? Braun is just staring him down. No words, just pure, no unblinking intensity. He looked like he was about to snap Pearce in half just for fun. Pearce, don't even flinch. Mad respect to him. He stood his ground and was like, you want a shot? You're gonna earn it in a match tonight. And just when you think the drama's over, the big boss music hit, boom! Out comes Bronson Reed. The big fella waddles down to the ring, pointing at the championship in the Heyman's hand, and he's like, hey, I want a piece of that. So now we have got Pearce in the ring, staring down a feral Braun Breaker, and with a massive Bronson Reed on the apron, and a Paul Heyman just smirking in the corner like an evil genius who planned it all. It was pure, beautiful, chaotic television. It set up everything for the night. It had drama, it had star power, it had Heyman cutting drama. It had Heyman drama, it had star power, it had Heyman cutting a promo for the ages. It was without a doubt a perfect way to start Monday Night Rocks. Okay, so we go from that emotional bombshell straight into a banger. The Judgment Day, Finn Balor and JD McDonald's against AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, or I should say AJ Lee. Like, it was kind of funny. And let me tell you something, that this match was smoother than my pickup lines, which, let's be honest, aren't smooth at all, okay? But this was. So it was first, so it was fast, it was crisp, like Dragon Lee was flying around like he had rockets in his boots. AJ Styles, oh man, look, you know what, Frosters? This man is ageless, I swear. He moves like he's still in 2016. And Finn Balor, that dude is just a masterpiece in the ring. So the back and forth was insane. Near falls after near falls after near falls. It was, and I was on the edge of my seat. My chips is sitting unbeaten on the table. That's how you know it's good. And then it happens. So finally, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, or I should say AJ Lee, hit their finishers. And 1, 2, 3. Boom! And we have our new tag team champions, and the crowd erupts. The Judgment Day's reign of terror is finally over. This was a straight up classic, Frosters, like a perfect example of why we watch wrestling. Appreciation, oh, I appreciate this so much. A standing ovation from me through the screen. So alright, so that was the complete story of this match. Let's just move on to the next one. Alright, Frosher, so bring it down a notch. We go from that masterpiece to Dominic Mysterio defending his IC title against Rusev. I'm sorry, you know what, Frosher? Stop calling him Rusev. He doesn't even look like Rusev. He doesn't like Rusev, so stop calling him Rusev. Let's just call him Miro, okay? So just call him Miro. So, and coming back to the match. Look, Frosters, I get it. Dom is the heel you love to hate, but guys, the act is getting a little stale. It's the same thing every week after week after week. Like, he cheats, he whines, and the crowd boos so loud you can't hear the commentary. And Miro, the man, you know what, Frosters? I'm just being honest with you guys. This man is a beast. He looked great, but the match just felt slow. Plotting like watching paint dry, but the paint is wearing "My dad is better than your dad" t-shirt. You know what I'm saying, guys? And of course, Dominic Mysterio wins. Of course he does, because why would anything interesting happen in this feud? Damn! But wait, it wouldn't be a Dominic Mysterio match without a post-match beatdown, right? So out comes another luchador, who thankfully brings some much-needed energy, and he demolished Rusev. Okay, cool. So the match was just a setup for Penta versus Miro. Finally, I allow it, but the match itself, a big all, okay? Made for me, so ran over. Let's just move on before I fall asleep, Froster. So let's just move on. Oh man, okay. So Becky Lynch, the man, a total legend, is defending her title against what? Maxine Dupree. And look, Frosters, I like Maxine. She's trying, she's improving, she has enthusiasm, but putting her in a title match against Becky Lynch is like putting me in a Formula 1 car and telling me to win the Monaco Grand Prix. It's just not happening, we all know. And it's probably gonna be messy. It was the match, and it was. The match was never really got going. Like, Becky just got frustrated and started wailing on her. That leading to a disqualification, so Becky retains, but she looks like a frustrated bully. And Maxine, oh my gosh, I don't know even what he looks like. I don't even know what she looks like, okay? So this was a confusing, poorly booked match that did no favors for anyone. I mean, Becky Lynch deserves better, the title deserves better, the audience deserves better, and a big time round here, Frosters. This was the low point of the night for me, okay? So just a total head scratcher. It was just a total head scratcher. Alright, so let's just move on. But then, you know what, Frosters, just when I was losing hope, WWE hit us with the Stephanie McMahon versus Roxanne Perez for the Women's World Title match. And Frosters, and this, my Frosters, is how you do a Women's Championship match. This was a fight. I mean, these two beat living daylights out of each other. It was stiff, it was fast, it was compelling. Stephanie McMahon, we all know she is an absolute star. And Roxanne Penn Perez. Shout out to my boss, C-Jax, for this really kind of funny name. And so Roxanne Penn Perez, she's a future Hall of Famer. I'm calling it now. And after all that previous match, this was a platter cleanser that we all desperately needed. So Stephanie McMahon gets the clean win, and it feels huge. But then the music hits. Oh my gosh, it's like a guy. You know what, Foster? It's like getting a heart attack. It can't be. It is Nikki Bella. The Bella twins are back. The arena exposed. She runs down, makes the save, and the place is going absolutely nuts. This was a genius Markov moment. It was, you know what, Frosters? It was unexpected. It was nostalgic. It was perfect. This is what wrestling is all about. Massive appreciation for this entire segment. They saved the women's division segment of the night with this one surprise. Okay, so let's just move on. Alright, Frosters, so here we are, the main event. A shot at the world title is on the line. Like, everyone and their grandma is in this match. Like, I'm not just kidding, man. I'm not just kidding, guys. There are a lot of jobbers are there in this match. Like, what is that guy? What is his name? What is Otis doing in this match? Like, he was a below average jobber. And what is he doing in this match? This was kind of funny, okay? Anyway, so we got Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, LA Knight, and of course Dominic Mysterio is in there too, probably compelling that this ring is unfair. The match is chaos, like a beautiful chaos, bodies flying everywhere. The final hour comes down to Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, LA Knight, and Dominic Mysterio, of course, and like they eliminate LA Knight. Boo! It's like Jey and Jimmy in the ring, the tension, the history. But before they can fight, Dom sneaks in and is about to eliminate Jey. The crowd's having panic attack, and Jimmy looks conflicted, and then bam! Super kick to Dom. Yeet! He throws Dom over the top rope. Jimmy and Jey, the main eventer, pathetic Uso wins. Like, Jey Uso is going to main event Saturday night's main event for the world title. Whew, that was one of the garbage decision I've ever seen. Like, who thought that giving this opportunity to Jey Uso is gonna be a good decision? I know who is gonna be behind all this, but none other than our triple fraud. Like, what do I say, man? That man is completely ruined WWE. We all know that. Let's just screw them and let's just get back right into it. So, Jey, main eventer, pathetic Uso wins this number one contender match, and now Jey Uso is finally going to main event Saturday night's main event for the world title. Oh my gosh, like, who booked this nonsense finish? Like Jey Uso again? Like, this dude has lost his championship a couple of months ago to Gunther, and now they gave him another title opportunity to fight for the world title. Saturday night's main event. It was pathetic. It was garbage move. All right. So what do I say, man? The crowd's on their feet. It was not a feel good moment. It's the wrong guy. It was the most garbage, pathetic ending to a wild, emotional night of television. It was the most unperfect ending to a wild, emotional night of television. Yeah, so that's what it is. So yeah, Frosters, that was your Monday Night Rock, tonight's Monday Night Rock. So, alright, Frosters, so time to rate this show. So, you know, Frosters, this show had a little bit of everything, like shock, awe, amazing in-ring action, but with a pathetic and garbage ending. So, for this episode of Monday Night Rocks, I'm giving it a 3.5 out of 10. So yeah, that was your Monday Night Rock. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our SmackDown review. Alright, Frosters, till next time, stay awesome, have a good day, bye.